Hey, welcome back to another video. This is a paid request from Tomas. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to request any type of videos, a topic, a reaction, a movie review, a commentary, a tier list, a ranking of, whatever the case may be, video game playthrough, what have you, PayPal is usually the best bet. I do have a Patreon. I do have a Cash App, because people have asked me about that. They're in the info box. They're there where it's at on YouTube now. And if you do, I will get to it as soon as I can. And sincerely, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Even with films like this, called Jackpot. Now, with this, not even much of a build-up. It's not like I'm going to say this is the worst film of the year. I don't even know if it be in the top 5 worst of the year. I mean, Sasquatch Sunset and Madam Web, and some of those movies are way worse. Alien Romulus may be more mad than a film like this. I'll give it this. The film is pretty short. The film is pretty fast-paced. And the film has a good chunk of action. Now, whether the action would be worth it, you to watch the trailer and get a taste of it. But I mean, with those factors, at least there's something. But you have a plot that is pretty dumb. You have a plot that is reminiscent of other films that were done much better. You have a director who... There's a few films. There's a couple movies of his I've liked. Paul Feig. I did like The Heat, mainly for Sandra Bullock. I did like Spy, but I never liked Bridesmaids. I thought that was overrated as hell. And the guy made Ghostbusters 2016, Wolkbusters, Ballbusters, Fembusters, Ghost Punishers, because they were killing ghosts at the end. And annihilate. How do you kill someone that's already dead? Well, they tried. It's like, what the fuck? But, or shooting them in the balls. Because they're a dude, so, men need to be shot in the balls because women rock. Well, Paul Feig has no balls, so you don't have to worry about that. So you got him directing, and then maybe as dumb as a concept as it is, it's trying to be like a comedic version of The Purge with some differences. Maybe with a different cast and a different director, this could maybe work as dumb, fun entertainment. And some may still feel that's dumb, fun entertainment. But the lackluster dialogue, script, ad-lib, because it feels like a lot of this is ad-lib, because that's what Paul Feig does. He will have his actors just go on and on and on, or you can tell it's like, okay, here's a scene, you two are talking, make whatever you want up. And then they'll say whatever the dumbest things possible, and that'll get onto the screen. Ghostbusters 2016 was a lot of that. Like, with pussy fart jokes and all that other stuff. Here, well, I get to that. The two cast members hurt this film a lot for me. Awkwafina and John Cena. And shit. Holy shit. These two starring a film, it must be pimple and warts. Actually, that'd be good, because that'd be part of a Battletoads movie. How about Hemorrhoid on My Ass? That may be the better movie experience than these two actors. Awkwafina, maybe she's a nice person, and I'm sorry, Awkwafina, if you ever see this, you may be a very nice person. I don't give a rat's about you and your acting. I don't care where you're from. I don't care that you're Asian. I care that you're annoying. And you're annoying. Looking for a guy that could watch Pauly Shore films back in the day, like Son-in-Law and In the Army Now. Hey, buddy, it's a weasel. Stop wheezing the juice. We're the water boys. We're the crazy boys. We're living it away. She is like, at times, either Gilbert Gottfried or a female Kevin Hart or both of them put together. And sometimes she talk like this. Like, try to be like, I don't know, Roseanne if she was from China, Korea, Japanese, Chinese, Lebanese, Filipinese. I don't give a crap what her nationality is. It's an ease, and it don't make me easy to watch her. It makes me annoyed to watch her because she's annoying, because she's irritating, because she is like Melissa McCarthy when she wouldn't shut up. But at least with the Heat, I had people like Sandra Bullock that I could root for. This, I did John Cena, which is a hell of a damn downgrade from Sandra Bullock. Or Jason Statham in Spy. And Melissa McCarthy, she seemed a little bit more on her behavior in Spy. Here, Awkwafina ain't funny. I'm not funny, but she ain't funny either. I was all like this, and I was that. And at times being a twat wall full of a character too. Not a whole lot of likability to her. And John Cena, I don't know who thought he was an actor, but they were wrong. He couldn't wrestle. He couldn't make a promo in the ring. I didn't buy him in the rapper gimmick. I didn't buy him as a tough guy gimmick. I don't buy him as the Marine. I wouldn't buy him in the National Guard. I wouldn't buy him at a schoolyard crossing guard role. I don't know why I'm pausing, because I'm trying to look for Cena. Just can't see him. Yeah, because he ain't got no talent, and he's about as blank as white bread. Okay? And white bread you barely want to see because you want something on it. Okay? I want some cheese. I want some burgers. I want some cheeseburgers. I want some ham. I want some turkey. Or actual turkey, because at least I've been more excited than watching John Cena's bland ass trying to act. And trying to be funny. And failing both. Okay? And then this pissed me off the most. And the reason I'm being so bamboozled, so befuddled, and so annoyed, and so pontificating in my insanity is it feels like at times God is fucked with me. Because first off, one of my favorite films, Hard Target, is in Halloween Ends for whatever reason. Now the second time, where John Cena, the first time we see him, he's listening to Turtle Power for the 1990 Ninja Turtles film. And oh, that's the joke on me, right? One of my least favorite actors in Hollywood happens to be a Ninja Turtle fan, or his character is playing a Ninja Turtle fan, and listen to Turtle Power. I gotta thank God. The one thing he said he didn't do is say he was Raphael. He says I'm always Michelangelo. I'm okay. He's my second favorite. That's still an insult, but at least he didn't say Raphael. I punch my dick through the screen and hopefully electrocute myself, so I stop watching. But my dick's intact. I'm not electrified. He didn't say that, so we're still going. John Cena, I never understood how he got so popular. I never got it. I never understood it. So Paul Feig, Awkwafina, speaking of water, and John Cena star in this. The Holy Trinity from Hell. The plot of the film, since I'm 9 minutes in, is 2030. There is trying to be like The Purge, but not. In California, and apparently this is only in California, the economy is so bad that now we're going to have a grand lottery where if you are the winner, people can hunt you down. You have till sundown or so to live. If someone kills you, they take your winnings and the game stops. So I could be wrong. I apologize. I don't think it's one of those, if you kill, you get it, but then someone else could kill you, and someone else could kill you. No, for what I understand is, if you kill the person and you get it, you win. That's it. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that. And now the current lottery is $3.6 billion. Now, let me ask you something. The economy is going bad, that we need to do this. Or whatever the hell the reason was. And you know what? I want to double check because this just confused the hell out of me. I know it's supposed to be a silly comedy. But what the hell did they say? The financially desperate government. You're financially desperate, but your lottery is $3.6 billion. How financially desperate are you if you don't offer $3.6 billion as a reward? As part of the lottery. $3.6 billion dollars. $3.6 billion. But you're so financially desperate you need to do this in the first place. If you can make sense of that, please let me know. To the point I'm moving my damn thing everywhere. I'm moving my balls, my dick, my leg. Well, that's my dick. I thought my leg is my dick. I'm trying to figure this out, and the movie's too stupid to figure that out. So yeah, you're financially desperate, but you don't have a $3.6 billion lottery. I don't know how the hell that works. Again, if the writer of this film wants to feel free to explain to me, you be my guest. And that's why I'm like, oh, this is so stupid. So Awkwafina, she arrives in California. She used to be a child actress. Now, I will say, compared to other films, she's calmed down a bit. So I will still say her performance was more annoying in, say, Renfield, Shang-Chi. She was more annoying to me in those. There are times where she's just being normal. But then she'll go into her shtick. I don't think her shtick is funny. I don't think she has leading person material. And definitely know my feelings on John Cena. Oh, before I get to that. That's not how the film starts. We start with another person running for their life in a previous lottery. Oh, and the other rule is you can't use guns. Now, granted, you could use apparently bow and... I think someone uses a bow and arrow at one point, or Molotovs. You use some kind of little... It's not, I guess it's not a gun. I just know bullets, but it's like a little gun, but, you know, it's like... You gotta be right up here to do it, to be fair. But Sean William Scott is in this film. And he's being chased. And he's doing kind of some decent maneuvers, some decent fighting. Okay, like he's taught a little bit. And this was so predictable. I called this from a mile away. He gets in this place with this old woman. I'm sitting there going, she's going to kill him. She knows who he is. She's going to kill him. And then lo and behold, she does. You can say that's a spoiler, but no one would be surprised by this. She kills him. She gets the money. Then you cut to sometime later, it is Awkwafina. She's come in. Now again, she's a former kid actor. I didn't mind the bit where this guy's treating his daughter like crap because he wants her to be this actress. And she goes up and gives him the right at in a smarmy way, but the guy deserved it. And I didn't mind her. I'm like, okay, maybe she could, pull something off here. But then when she gets, like, when the woman steals her watch, she's like, what's going on? What's happened? This is weird. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what it is with her voice. I don't know. Oh, and then the first time we see John Cena, he's in his room and he's singing Turtle Power. He's listening to Turtle Power and he's saying something. I'm like, oh my god. Why? Why is he a Ninja Turtle fan? Why? Why, God? Why do you mock me? Why couldn't Stallone or Van Damme or John Cho or someone else be a Ninja Turtle fan? Why John Cena? I mean, might be Mark Wahlberg, the almost twins. To be fair, Mark Wahlberg has made better movies. The Italian Job, Fear, The Big Hit. So to be fair, I mean, he does have better track record than Cena. So Cena is the less talented younger brother of the Wahlburgers. Now, the dialogue is as great as, wow, this neighbor is diverse. It smells like shit and piss. Or, she gets to this Airbnb, and this woman who's a complete dumbass goes, my boyfriend, it's so crazy. He's a DJ, and he's named DJ. Isn't that great? And her boyfriend doesn't know they fake fight in movies. Because he's so dumb. Oh, another, like, the dialogue throughout it. There's a bit where John Cena gets his nose broken. And he's, like, whistling because it's, the broken nose is doing that. And he's like, it feels like my nose is tickling my dick hole. Maybe you should not let actors ad-lib so much, Paul Feig. Is it because you know you can't write? So it's like you're desperate for your actors to come up with jokes? And you're relying on people like Cena to do it? Really? And if this was written for him, then he should have said no. But, there's a reason why this did not go into theaters. It went straight to, I think, Amazon is where it went to. I think. So we're setting up these characters as little as possible. And then Awkwafina goes to an audition after her clothes are littered with shit because it's dripping, because the plumbing is so bad in this crappy Airbnb, because the people who own it are dumbasses. So she has to wear this goofy outfit. She does this taxi where this woman just keeps talking. You can tell there's just constant ad-lib. And when you see the end credits, which has bloopers, yes, a lot of this was ad-lib. And unfunny ad-libs. She gets the audition, and she does not know this whole lottery thing is happening. Now, they try to explain one piece of dialogue where Awkwafina goes, well, my mom and I, we just watch movies, and we didn't have much social life. Okay, well, number one, you just stay in your home, but they have these things called phones. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's these devices called phones. And you're telling me that when you're home with your mom and it's just the two of you, you never go on your phone to look stuff up? My mom does that. I will talk to her. I will go in and say, hey, how's it going? How's everything going? And she'll be on her phone. Hey, is everything going okay over here? Yep, she's on her phone. And she's older than Awkwafina. So don't tell me that crap. Phone. It exists. Trust me. But she doesn't know that in America, an entire state has made it legal for murder for a lottery. And she doesn't know it? Because, well, Mama... But it's okay because John Cena asked that question. And there's barely a good answer. I wouldn't call what she said a good answer. It's a stupid answer. Also, you think you're going to California after, I don't know, how many years or decades? You think maybe you go on your phone or your computer and do 5 minutes of research on California? I mean, you're going in to hit the Airbnb. You think you'd be reading some news on California? How's everything going there since I'm going to be living there? Since your mom passed away. You don't be living here, being here. I would want to read on where the hell I'm going And within 5 minutes, I think it'd be brought up this whole damn till lottery thing. So she's so stupid. Plot is so stupid. So in the outfit, it was her, the girl running the Airbnb. She left her thing in there. Awkwafina accidentally presses it, and now she's in the lottery. Because I guess that's the thing. You have to enter the lottery, so maybe you win the money, but you gotta survive till dawn, or till sundown. Now, I don't know why the girl who owned that didn't put her thumbprint in it in the first place. Do you have to do it a certain amount of time before it starts? I don't know, that'd be weird. That'd be like, well, you gotta buy a lottery ticket 5 minutes before the lottery's announced. No, that doesn't make sense. No. I just say thank. Also, if you whatever. After that, she's the winner. She doesn't know what's going on. People are fighting her. She's kind of barely getting by luck, by chance. Hey, what's going on? People at the acting, the audition are trying to fight her. There's a karate school nearby, karate class nearby, and they try to fight her. There's a yoga class nearby. They all try to fight her. Then all fight each other. Because if one kills her, then they get it, and that's it. So that's why they're fighting each other. I think that's why they made it where if you kill her once, they win. Because you go, okay, fine, kill her, then I'll kill you. Or you go ahead, you kill her, and then you kill her, I'll wait. I'll wait till you all kill each other, and then I'll kill you. So, oh, I guess they thought that ahead, but not the other stuff. So John Cena pops in. He's a protection agent. Again, with the whole thing of the economy is so bad, this will help. So not only do you have a $3.6 billion, but you also have these protection agencies to help with this too, and you think that will cost some money? Well, I guess they cough up the money themselves, to be fair, but... And John Cena fights these people. Now, I don't know what the rating for this film was. It might have been R-rated. I think it was, because of the cursing and stuff, I think. But it still felt tame for an R rating. Shaolin Scott is like one of the few people that dies in the movie. Not the only, but one of the few. It's more like people getting beaten up. There's some characters I thought deserved to die, but they don't. But it's like Cena beating people up with a belt. And the choreography, it's not the best. It's not the worst. It's kind of middle of the road for me. Like, it wasn't garbage like Taken 2, Taken 3, edited so badly I can't understand what's going on. But there's not really any visceralness. There's not really any bone-crunching excitement that you really feel the pain or you really feel the... Well, okay, Mayhem. That's a film about... I forgot the guy's name from The Walking Dead. He stars in it. I think the guy who played Glenn on The Walking Dead. Steven Yeun? I think it's Steven Yeun. He, who did a really good job on that, he works at this office building. There's a virus. Everyone goes crazy as everyone trying to kill everybody else amongst this crazy virus thing that makes you much more antagonistic. Lets your inhibitions go out the window. And then it's him and this other girl going up and trying to get the head office ass. That film is so much more entertaining than this. Much better lead characters, much better lead performers. And who starred in that film? Steven Yeun, and who is it? Samara Weaving. That's who it is. Directed by Joe Lynch. Mayhem. That's a very fun film. Highly recommend that over this. That film is a much better version of this movie. I know it's not the same plot, but it's like the idea, the whole thrust is, what if a bunch of people is trying to kill, and a lot of chaos, a lot of mayhem, a lot of I would say a lot of death, but there's not a lot of death in this movie. Now, granted, like I said, there is a decent amount of action. When it gets going, it rarely stops. Because it's, again, that whole action scene, there's a point where he puts her on his back and has her held there while he's hitting people with a belt. They get in a car, they're chased by motorcycle people, Molotovs are thrown at them. Decent stunt work, like people taking good falls, people being thrown and taking good hits. Credit to the stunt people, which is not their fault, they're on a crappy movie. But even though this guy, John Cena's character, is so earnest and he's so committed and he's so willing to help Awkwafina, she still, and I know there's a reason for this, I know they build up in a story, to be fair, of why she's untrustworthy, because her dad screwed her over back in the day, so it's hard for her to trust anybody. I do get that, but it's still infuriating when you see that and the guy helping her out so much, and she's like, "You're here to do this. You don't kill me. Wait, you want to do this because you don't kill me?" I'm like, based on the rules, he could kill you anytime. He could kill you right now, anytime, break your neck, win, and there you go. He could kill you in the car. He could kill you in the alley after you broke his nose. He could do it any other time. The fact he hasn't done it now, maybe he's on the straight and narrow path. And she just made stupid decisions. Like, after that bit, she runs from Cena into a public area. She knows everybody's looking for her. And by this point, they know what she looks like. So she leaves the hidden alley to go into, might as well say, the Grand Square. So lo and behold, people see her, and she runs off, and she gets into this wax museum. She stupidly takes a phone call from the landlord who was a dumbass, and why she doesn't just hang up the phone immediately and not listen to her, no. She blah 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 blah. They find out where she's at. The two Airbnb doofuses fight Awkwafina. I guess because she had experience in stage fighting, because they do make that a bit of the plot earlier, and that's where the guy joked, "Dude, they fake fight in movies?" She's like fighting, but at the same time kind of like trying to be the accidental spy almost type of thing. Just she's fighting, but she's barely making through it. John Cena saves her. They drive some more, and they go to Machine Gun Kelly's place. So, as if we don't have enough douchebags involved with this film, we have Paul Feig, who cried and bitched about Ghostbusters fans when your movie sucked. You have John Cena, who kneeled to China. He was a baby bitch to China when all you did was tell the truth about what was going on over there. But you didn't want to hurt your overlord, so you bent your ass for them and presented with your cheat spread. Awkwafina, I prefer Ozarka. Give me that over Awkwafina. And now Machine Gun Kelly. Maybe you stick around so Eminem can give you another whipping lyrically. Like, really, Machine Gun Kelly, really? They're there because they knock him out and they take his panic room. Now, John Cena even says, wait a minute, you can't leave him outside. He could tell them the code to go into the panic room. John Cena says this, which is a smart thing. So instead, Awkwafina shoots him. They leave him outside. Just so, lo and behold, they get him. They splash some water. They wake him up, and he does what they've said they were going to do. Why you didn't bring him in to the panic room and have him knocked out and sit over there on the couch, whatever, well, then you wouldn't have a movie. Also, it's weird, in the panic room, after she does that, John Cena is aiming right at her. And she's like, "Why you been? Well, you were in the way." But no, he was literally aiming at her like this. Imagine that poster's the door, but he's aiming at him like this. Like, right this. Imagine like the door, can aim there. No, right there. And I don't know why they did that. It was just like bad. I don't know. To make her, I guess, not trust him anymore. But what logic would he have in doing that? It's not like we find anything. Oh, maybe she was right. No, he was telling the truth. And she still doesn't trust him when. But again, that's where they get into the backstories. As well as later on. You hear more later, but the start of it, where I'll put this in what they talked later. I'll just put them in one go, since this review's going on too long. Cena was with this group with Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, so again another douchebag who defends pedos. If you don't believe me, read it up. He did do that. Makes my skin crawl, but whatever. Gina Carano was horrible, and she did get fired, but whatever. Cena was with Simu Liu. They were mercenaries. Something happened. All their other people were killed, and they were the two survivors. So Simu Liu is part of this big protection agency corporation, while John Cena is freelance. And trying to pep her up, he tells, well, there was a story about 4 turtles, and they were in the sewer, and they were raised by their sensei. And did they hate people? No. They decided to help people with turtle power. And she's like, well, can I be Michelangelo? And he's like, no. I'm always Michelangelo. Again, I'm thankful no one mentioned Raphael, or I lose my mind even more. And later on, you find out with Awkwafina, she was a child actress. Her dad said, trust me, because she wanted to leave the limelight. He took all the money, left her and her mom with nothing, and that's why she has trust issues. So they do have an explanation for it, but still, it's hard for me to like these characters. I don't find them that likable. So John Cena makes a phone call for Simu Liu. They go, hey, we'll do this thing where we could blow up every phone they have. The people outside trying to get in the panic room. And they do. I'm like, you do that all the time? Like, damn. They get to Simu Liu. I find it funny that there's a point where Simu Liu goes, okay, we'll help you as long as we get 30%. And then she's like, well, what about John Cena? What about him? How much does he get? Make him get 50. I'm like, lady, why do you care? You don't win a couple $1 billion. Of those winnings, just give some of that money to John Cena instead of arguing about this. Why are you arguing what he's going to do? Just you pay him. You don't be the billionaire. Even after 30%, you still going to be billionaire. So just pay him the rest. So why is this argument happening? All this argument is happening because John Cena go, well, wait a minute. That's funny that he settled with the 30%, whatever. That he just settled with it. And they had to do that so Simu Liu does something weird that John Cena thinks, well, that guy would never do something like that. And then come to the conclusion that, wait a minute, he's the bad guy, which he is a bad guy. Where they take winners and they kill him, and then they find someone and take the print, and they get a portion, much more bigger portion of the winnings. Oh, I'm sorry, it took me 35 minutes to get to the worst line in the movie. There's a bit where, before they know he's Simu Liu's the bad guy, she goes to the machine to change her appearance, and it's the stereotypical. She looked like the grandpa in Gremlins. And she says the line, because now she's a guy. Let's be standing up and make more money than my female counterparts. Yes, that joke went down harder than all those. You know what? I don't even want to make a fucking shitty joke because this had already have enough shitty jokes. So one more shitty joke ain't worth it. But sets harder than Paris Hilton. I'll say that. And the videos. Why Night in Paris? Go watch it. It's better than this. Shut up, Awkwafina. You don't deserve a dime. You deserve to get kicked in the ass. Same with John Cena. Simu Liu's the bad guy. They escape. Bobby Lee. Dude, man. You have a bad track record, man. I mean, my top 10 worst of the year, you're in 2 of them. Borderlands and this movie. Yeah, fire your agent or tell him to do your stuff better, man. Yeah, fire your agent, man. The agent ain't giving you any favors. They're really not. He plays himself talking with a stream on a phone, really about nothing other than, hey, Awkwafina, go, go, go. Good luck. Like, nothing comedic-wise, nothing funny-wise. Like, yeah, Bobby Lee, you don't even have him do any jokes or humor. Even in Borderlands, he was used better than this. Bobby Lee, who was on Mad TV. He had a bit role in Harold Kumar Go to White Castle. He has podcasts on YouTube, Tiger Belly and Bad Friends. Bad Friends is pretty funny. But yeah. Simu Liu captures Cena. He threatens, listen, if you go across the border, because that's another thing, if you drive across the border, you forfeit the winnings, and thus you're not hunted anymore. She has to go back to save Cena. They're in this abandoned theater. She says, let him go, I'm going to shoot myself while streaming. So, and if she shoots herself, then they don't get the winning. So he lets Cena go. People know where the abandoned theater's at. Everyone starts attacking. Cena is tied to a chair, and that's where he starts singing Turtle Power from the 1999 Ninja Turtles film. Smashing people's feet with his chair. I never thought, in 2024 I'd be hearing Turtle Power from one of my favorite films and a damn movie with Awkwafina and John Cena in it. Oh my god, man. This cringe. Well, your video's cringe too. Well, you know what? My video was made for the budget of nothing. What's their excuse? Because their budget was a lot bigger than nothing. So, some fighting goes along. Deal with Simu Liu. She pulls a grenade pin, falls. Simu Liu explodes. There's really not much gore in the film or anything or any blood. She survives till sundown. She wins. They wonder what to do with their winnings. And it shows they got a production agency that they're going to charge nothing for. So again, to help that economy that California needs, I guess. They start a school for the piece of crap landlords that was horrible to Awkwafina. tried to kill her multiple times and they get rewarded for it? They get rewarded for it. Unless they were there to be a part of the school, I guess, and not given to them. Maybe I misread the room on that. I apologize, but they're still there and they get to be a part of it, and they used to supposedly funny shtick. And I'm like, you two tried to kill me. You deserve to go to jail, or I'm going to falsify something. You go to jail, or you deserve a kick in the nuts, both of you. Well, her kicked in the titties, whatever the case. John Cena opens up a Ninja Turtle themed restaurant and then gets shut down for copyright, which is probably one of the only jokes that could remotely be funny in a better movie. And I just realized in the Ninja Turtle restaurant, there's a TV in the corner playing the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. I guess I should be thankful they chose, in my opinion, the best one to show on the TV. So, of course, it has to be in this movie that no one's going to see, and they shouldn't. But it's sad that I don't know. And it's weird that they chose. I mean, I love the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon is my favorite cartoon, but it's like interesting that's the one of them all that they choose. And then everything's happy, go lucky, bloopers happen, movie's over, and for some reason I talked 41 goddamn minutes on this movie. So this movie was worse than I thought. It's just, the plot is dumb. The action scenes, you've seen this stuff done multiple times. Even, the Take Your Beverly Hills with Tim Wall. When I saw the motorcycle and the Molotovs, it made me think of, only that was done much better in that movie back in the day. Mayhem, like The Purge Anarchy was the only Purge film I liked. Yeah, much better movie. I mean, there are other movies. I mean, hell, well, it's not the same. I was going to say All About the Benjamins because that's action comedy involving a lottery ticket. It was much funnier, with much more talented people. Ice Cube has more talent than John Cena, and Mike Epps is a hell of a lot funnier than Awkwafina. You know what? If those two starred in this film, it would have been better. It honestly would have. Make it R-rated, make it bloodier with practical squibs. You kill me, I kill you, free fall. Don't do it. And it probably would have been better. And don't have Paul Feig direct it. Did F. Gary Gray, who did the first Friday. It's just like, I don't like Awkwafina. I don't find her comedy funny. I don't like John Cena. I don't find him charismatic. I don't find him entertaining. I don't find him a star quality actor. Some people do. I do not. The ad-libs and the unfunny dialogue that just goes on and on. The stupid plot. Sean William Scott is at the beginning, and he would have been better than John Cena. If Sean William Scott was the lead instead of John Cena, I'm not saying it would be saved, but it would have been better. Like, okay, if Sean William Scott said he's a Ninja Turtle fan and he's doing that I could buy a bit more and be a bit. I like Sean William Scott. I do. I always did. I liked him. I don't like Bulletproof Monk, but it's not his fault. But I liked Sean William Scott. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while. And like the first time I see him in a long ass while was this movie. And he dies after 5 minutes. To make room for John Cena. That's a damn insult on itself. It wasn't funny. Machine Gun Kelly. Who the hell likes that guy nowadays? Never liked Machine Gun Kelly. Lame jokes. Lame Mad Libs. Action that you've seen done better in other movies. And what a waste of using turtle power in this movie. Like, my God, man. I think that just flipped the switch in my mind, man. Anyway, with that said, I went on for way too damn long. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now. I like turtles.